live with Bill and Tina. It's Friday, March 27th, and this is our 5th night of going live together on Facebook. Just one of the ways that we are passing our time and getting to invite you into our homes and spend time with you and connect with you in some way. Tina, why don't you tell us a little bit about last night? Summarize last night for us.
Well, we had a blast with Bill and Ginny, aka Mom and Dad, and I think we had our biggest viewership. It was over 500 views for that video.
Yeah.
Which it's a lot of love for Ginny and Tweed.
Yep.
You know, that was pretty cool. So
it was cool. Thank you to those of you that chimed in and kept chiming in. They certainly were feeling the love, and it was fun for them to have something to go back and look at and read and connect with people and so on and so forth. So
it was
a good time.
Good. Found out some things.
Yeah, found out some things maybe we didn't need to find out about.
But you never know. I think there's room for more though.
Yeah, we'll be finding clever ways to maybe bring them back at some point next week. Maybe not together, maybe separately. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the wheels are turning now that we did it once. We got ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on in your lives? What's going on in your homes tonight? It's Friday night. It's the
Friday.
weekend.
Where are we going?
Yay!
Nowhere.
Nope.
We go nowhere.
It was beautiful out today, though. Anybody do anything outdoors? Take the time to go outside, go for a walk. Take the animal. Oh, I have to be careful how loud I say that.
Yeah.
When you say WALK, the dogs think that they're getting something, and they get a little crazy. But so anyway.
All right, let's see.
You got anybody joining us with any great comments?
Well, you gotta say hello to the Kazazzos.
Hello, Kazazzos. Yeah, we picked up. They were waiting patiently when we gave our 10-minute warning. So yeah, we got a good picture of the Kazazzos, and it looks like there's a 4-legged family member in there too. Maybe do I see ears? I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at there.
Tracy said they ate dinner on the deck. Beautiful.
Nice. It must be nice to have a deck.
Our backyard's not quite ready for outside dining.
No, it isn't.
Yet. Oh, the Knipes are saying it's date night with the Yerkeses.
Whoa! Double date with the Knipes.
How about that?
That's cool. Hey, we could do that sometime too, when we can actually do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of new puppy, the Kazazzos have a new puppy. We have a sort of a new puppy. Luna we've had her for
Why did you do
over
Luna
a year.
in air quotes?
I don't know.
Her name is actually Luna.
No, sort of.
Not
Luna.
Luna.
New. It was new. Those were new air quotes. Air quotes were the new part. Anyway, we've had Luna for a little over a year, and today she got her first rodent in the backyard. And unlike her brother Bo, she was gentle with the rodent. She brought me.
Can you clarify rodent, because it sounds like
it was a vole.
We have varmints.
No, it was a vole. Probably many of you out there know what they are, and they're not good to have. So
and we let it go.
We now have. Well, we didn't let. We let it go next door.
Stop. That's not good.
No, we didn't. That's a joke. We didn't do that. If our neighbors are listening in, out front somewhere. So where he went, it was on him, not us. Anyway, so we have a special guest with us tonight. We promised you, and I know that some of you might be tuning in just for this momentous occasion.
I know.
But we have asked our cameraman to come on this side of the camera tonight. Child number 3. Let's give it up for Andrew. Woo! Andrew, look at that. Welcome, Andrew. What's the point in this over here? I have it up on the big screen.
You have to go to the live.
You actually need to go to the...
Okay.
See, you actually have
so
to do
talk to Andrew for a minute while I figure this out.
How you doing? I'm good. Yeah? You're talking to them, right? Not to
Yeah,
us?
I'm looking at myself.
He should have learned that from his dad.
So, how is all of this... This is all new for you, online learning, because your first actual online class really wasn't supposed to be till the summer for, what is it, for finance and stuff. So this is all new to you. How's that going for you?
It's weird.
It's
Could you
good.
be more specific?
We usually get one word answers
just-
from Andrew,
it's just
but let's see what else we
weird.
can get.
It's weird waking up and like eating breakfast and then going to school at like 10. I mean, I was supposed to get up at like 8:30.
Whoa,
But
10. That's not right.
I like to sleep in. I'm enjoying it.
Aunt Sue says, nice hat.
Thanks.
Nice hat. The hat. Aunt Sue, can you read the hat? Tina said you wouldn't be able to read the hat. It says Grand Canyon. Hey, Andrew, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
What do you think?
Just because he got the hat doesn't mean he was there.
Oh, Pat Geen says we need more Andrew.
Oh, see?
Oh, that's awesome.
He's so happy to be sitting here.
And Tracy says handsome nephew. Wow, look at that. So Andrew is
Ed's
in,
watching.
Andrew is a
Hi,
sophomore
Ed.
at Simpson.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not sick.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Andrew is a sophomore in high school,
Mhm.
and he is got a birthday coming up, right?
Yeah, how old am I turning, Dad?
So we had this whole discussion yesterday. Andrew is going to be 16 in May 25th.
How old did you think I was?
I don't know why. I had him a year ahead. I thought he was going to be 17 in May. I was getting a little nervous because we're supposed to get that money for kids under 17. I was afraid we might miss the cutoff, but
Darn.
he still has dollar signs on his head, so we're still good. He's worth
Wow.
$500. Hey.
All right.
Wow.
So,
Interesting.
Andrew is
Ed.
considered an essential employee.
Not
Is that
really.
okay to say? Are we allowed to say that?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been working at Duffields, helping them out.
Well, you've been
Just
working,
you've been working in the bakery for a while now, and that whole family connection makes it easy that he can do that.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool that
Yep.
he gets the opportunity to not only work but then spend his money there because he comes home with all the baked goods and
Yeah,
all the
that's-
paninis and
That
everything
is
else.
not good.
So he
It's
does
been a while
spend
since I've gotten a panini.
he does spend a lot of his money there.
Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, Aunt Tracy said he's a great employee.
Aw.
And someone else said you need to smile some more.
Right now, on camera, smile for all the people.
That's not real time.
It's okay.
All right, so speaking of rodents in the backyard, Tina, I think you have a funny Andrew story
Oh my
that you
gosh.
should share with our Facebook friends.
So there was a time, I guess when we first moved in here,
Oh shoot.
and Andrew was playing with one of the kids in the neighborhood,
Oh, I
and
forgot about
I
this.
came home from work, and I pull up to the house, and I see something kind of blowing in the breeze right at the curb, and I'm looking closer, and the closer I get, it's a tail of a squirrel, but it's just the tail. So upon further investigation, not only was there a tail, but there was a lovely little cross and a flag that these two boys found roadkill and decided to bury it in the grass between the sidewalk and the curb with the tail hanging out.
We wanted to remember where it was.
Yeah, you
Because
sure
the
did.
flag and the cross wouldn't remember where it was. They had to have the tail hanging out. It was quite disgusting. But I didn't know to laugh or to be mad. Because I wanted to laugh because how absurd it was. And then I kind of was upset because he did it right there in the front of the house. So now anybody that drove by could see this
Tail sticking out of the ground.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so that was a fun one, Andrew. We used to have a lot of Andrewisms. We need to actually go back on our Facebook page. 'Cause
Yeah.
we used to quote a lot of things that you would say and do. Because people were just like, you never know what Andrew's gonna do.
I don't know what goes on up here.
We're not sure either. It's
Yeah.
creative, whatever it is going on. That's for sure.
So he also made an impression on our. At the time, he was our new pastor, Ron Smith, when he was pastoring our church. And at the time, we had family dinners. And Andrew was sitting there eating his dinner, and for whatever reason, he had a few extra forks. And Pastor Ron was approaching him. He was sitting by himself, waiting for the rest of the family to join him. And Pastor Ron asked if he could use one of Andrew's extra forks, because he had so many.
He had 3.
He had 3 extra. And so before he had a chance to do anything or respond, Andrew picked up each fork and licked it and put it down, so that, sure, he could use the fork if he wanted to, but they were going to have Andrew's
I don't remember
saliva.
consciously doing that though.
Your grandmother was mortified. She couldn't believe, and Ron still talks about it to this day, about how little Andrew wouldn't share one of his forks with him.
Hey, look, your sisters are chiming in.
Oh.
What's the snake story? What's the snake story?
and pouch.
Snake. Oh.
I just don't know how to spell.
Still.
Yeah.
I blame my teachers.
Maybe it's because you don't get up until 10 o'clock to start your online
That's not why.
education.
Yeah, we found a letter from Andrew. He talked about wanting to
No.
that he was smaked and pounched instead of smacked and punched.
Snaked.
So we kind of use
Oh
snake
my.
and pouch frequently.
And he just sits there.
Pat Geen says, "Better not lick forks now. You'll get arrested."
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, we won't be getting all together for a dinner anytime soon either. So.
No.
So Andrew, what can you share with us? Do you have any questions for Mom or I? Andrew came to the table with a paper, like he had something planned. So I think it's only fair.
I guess that he and his sisters must have concocted. So.
Alright, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna start things off on an extreme note.
On an
Uh-oh.
extreme
Extreme
note,
note.
please remember that, you know,
I know.
We can choose not to answer.
we have a reputation to keep in this
Was
town.
I planned?
Actually, that's a wonderful story.
It's a no, isn't it?
No, you were planned. You absolutely were planned.
differently than what we
You
expected.
told my friends I wasn't.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember
no,
that.
No, no.
I mean, you came about faster than we thought you would.
So we
Go ahead.
always thought we would have 2 kids. And so when Emily and Maddie came along, you know, there's the Yerkes 4. We're good, and
Hi, Sherry.
you know, 2 kids, and it was nice. And there was a time at dinner one night, and I don't remember why in particular that night, but your dad actually said, you know, I feel like someone's missing. And I said, what? And he says, I feel like there's somebody missing. Like maybe we need one more Yerkes. So I did not enjoy being pregnant. Not one of my favorite things. Giving birth I thought was fun, but being pregnant was not. That's another topic of conversation.
For another time.
So yeah. So no, technically you weren't planned, but then we planned to have a third child.
Right.
Gotcha.
Just happened a whole lot faster than we thought it would.
So
Which is a good thing.
So where's my baby book?
What is that supposed to mean?
Is it because I'm the 3rd child?
No, but it brings up a very interesting point that, and maybe we're,
Facebook's your baby book.
there you go, baby Facebook. You got the
picture.
cutest
Oh.
little.
Andrew,
No.
trust me, there's lots of pictures
There
of you.
Yeah, there
They're
are.
just not printed.
And
Or
isn't
in
that an
Apple.
issue? Isn't that hey, Facebook friends? Aren't we all in the same boat with that? Don't you have a lot of digital pictures of your kids that came about during the digital age that are not in albums?
Yeah.
Help.
Okay, moving on.
Alright, we're moving on.
All right, we're moving on.
So, were there certain things you weren't expecting when you had a boy compared to 2 girls?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
our girls were a lot neater.
Really?
Well, not always.
Well, now they are.
Well,
Now, yes, now they are.
well.
They're not? We're not going to go into that. You
I
brought
mean,
it
you got
up.
to be careful because, yeah, lots of stuff changed having a boy around. But I don't think we need to get into all those stories.
The girls would walk and they would
Kind of
hold
our
our
Facebook
hands
friends.
for the most part. Maddie, we always had to have someone run after her. But at least we knew there was 2 of us and 2 kids, so we were controlled that way.
Mum Hulk says, "So glad you had Andrew."
This is true.
We are
This
glad.
is
that
very
you
true.
had Andrew.
But this one,
I'm glad.
this one, he would take off running, and we couldn't catch him. So yeah, we had to.
Yeah, so that's a great story. I know many of our Facebook friends have heard that story,
Yeah.
but one time Tina was in Target with Andrew and he took off and she panicked. She didn't know what to do, and so she yelled, "Stop! Sit!" And he did. He stopped and he sat. And everyone around her were completely astounded.
Like I just.
Like this woman trained her son like she
Just
trains
like a
her
dog.
pets. But it
But
worked.
previous to that, if we back it up, maybe a couple, like 2 weeks or so, he had run out the McDonald's
Yes, it was
double
dangerous.
doors.
It was dangerous.
And thank God there was a guy who was working, an employee at McDonald's, who happened to be outside having a smoke break. And Andrew ran out the double doors, out the second set of double doors, and this guy grabbed him, or Andrew would have been right in the parking lot. So I had good reason to panic
Yeah.
for this one running.
That's why he's
so-
still with us.
Yep.
Thank you, Mom. Next. Ooh.
What was the best gift I ever gave you? Not sibling gifts. What I ever gave you. Take some time.
I feel like he's out for blood
I
right now.
know.
There's been plenty of good ones.
You know what, Andrew?
You know what
Just-
I love? You made me a cake once
Oh, I did.
that said
Yeah.
"I love you" on the cake in sprinkles.
That was because I knew I was in trouble.
You know what? Was it a gift?
Yeah, I wasn't in
And
trouble.
I loved it. And that was really sweet.
I wasn't in trouble.
Yeah, you were.
No, what did I do? I don't
We're
remember.
not going there. But that's okay because that was a gift that I absolutely did love. So
Linda says, remembers always saying at the school when Andrew was little, "Did you see Andrew?"
people at the church
Did
were
you
like,
see
"You know, your
Andrew?"
son's running that way."
Has anybody seen Andrew?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's still kind of like that.
And Andrew's such a good kid. Carrie Leonard says.
Thank you.
He is a good kid.
He is a good kid. So is there anything else? Or
Of course.
Of course. Oh boy.
Maybe not.
All right, well, I got a question for you. So, what's your favorite part of high school?
Don't answer too soon.
Crickets. I hear crickets.
Come back to that.
No, it's all I got at the moment. So you got to answer. What's your favorite part of high school, Andrew? Come on. All right, Andrew's.
More freedom, I guess. Because I feel like in middle school, that it's like restricted more, and especially elementary school, it's really restricted. But like in high school, you can do so many things that you can't.
Right.
So one of the things, Andrew's very active in the music department. He's in chorale, and he has been ever since he was a freshman last year. It's only been 2 years.
All the way.
But you've had some great experiences with your pop concerts, and you went to Virginia, right? And so that's kind of Andrew's thing, is being a part of the vocal music department. So shout out to Mr. Z and all the work that he's doing at Washington Township High School in vocal music, and now online, like the rest of us, which is tricky.
Oh, Aunt Sue wants to know, what's your favorite hobby?
I when I actually do it, it's fishing. I like fishing. But like
That's
it never happens. It's not very. You can't really do that.
as
We're not
often
here.
as you'd like.
Yeah, I do it a whole lot when I'm around Pup Up.
Pup Up
I like
Hulk,
fishing
who's
with
down
Pup
in Florida and can fish in his backyard now, is an avid fisherman. His dad was never really a great fisherman. When Tina and I were dating, her dad took me fishing.
boy.
And it was an adventure. I caught some things. I'm not sure what they were. Maybe he'll comment and tell us. I caught the guy's line on the other side of the boat at one point during that trip. Maybe that's why he never took me fishing again. But we've had some. Andrew and I have gone fishing a couple times at Outer Banks. I'm getting nothing but a blank stare.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Andrew's used to being on the other side of the camera, as you
Yeah.
can tell. So,
He's quite relaxed in front of the camera, though, I have to say.
oh, one of the questions
Sorry.
came up. Does Andrew have any lady friends?
No.
You weren't supposed to ask that
I
one.
know, but it was a question. I didn't
Oh.
ask it. It came up live.
You caught a flounder, Bill.
I caught a flounder.
Oh,
You caught
I
a
didn't
flounder.
catch a flounder.
Dad, are you sure? Come on.
So Lynn Hans is watching from
South Carolina. Hi, Lynn.
Thank you for all you're
Oh,
doing right now. I
Yes,
appreciate
Lynn is a
it.
nurse.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you and your friends. Been keeping our eyes on that, but she's on the front lines there. Talk about an essential employee. So thank you for all that you're doing. And Tracy's reminding us that Andrew. Oh, we know he worked today because just before we went live, he was like, "Don't let it be too long before I sit down because I'm tired standing up after
I
all
said
my
my
hard
feet
work."
hurt.
You gotta give him a little
Yeah.
break.
What'd you
oh my
do?
gosh.
Then yes, we will pray for
Absolutely.
protection for sure.
So Andrew, you love animals,
Mm-hmm.
and you remember we went to SeaWorld? Well, what was when we went to SeaWorld? What was the thing you were most excited to see?
The orcas.
The orcas. How many times did we watch the orca
Twice.
show? We watched that one twice, and then we watched the dolphin show twice too, didn't we?
I think we tried, but we missed it. I remember
I'll
going
never
towards it
forget.
and we missed it.
I'll never forget giving you that map of because it was just he and I. Everyone else went to Universal
Yeah.
to do Harry Potter, so it was just
That was
Andrew and I handed him the map for SeaWorld and said, "All right, let's go. Where are we going?" And he ran the day. It was a lot of fun. Lonnie, Andrew does. I don't know if we're going to talk about that YouTube video about the stop whale killing. So
Unless you want to.
sensitive topic. However, should you want to watch something fun, please go to YouTube. You can search Andrew Yerkes, Stop Whale Killing. This was a few years ago, but guaranteed you're going to love it. So it was a lot of fun and
No,
has
Emily.
been shared many times. Many times.
Many
Oh, of course, Mama and Papa had to mention their best present that they got from you was the big teddy bear on their bed. They still have it on their
Yeah.
bed.
That was from elementary school.
That's awesome. And Carrie Leonard wants to know what you love most about your sisters.
Aww.
They're watching, so make it good.
No, it's sarcastic.
They're nice.
They're nice.
Okay, so for me,
Name.
they're nice to me.
Uh-huh.
They buy me things,
Okay.
and they drive me
Yes,
places.
you are.
That they do.
So
That is good.
what the
Awesome.
moment?
The Pinterest pin on his sick day.
My fave was the Pinterest pin on his sick
How do you
day.
all remember? How has it been growing up with two older sisters? Well, I'll tell you. I can tell you a little bit about that.
You first.
My sisters are watching
Or you
too.
first.
How was it growing up with two older sisters, Andrew?
It's okay. So I'm gonna be real.
Uh-oh.
It's getting real.
So it's just hard because now both of my older sisters can pay for most of their stuff. So now it's getting to the point where I'm starting to get expected to pay for some of my stuff, but I don't.
You don't?
Well, I pay for them, but you know.
He likes to be treated, is what he's
I
saying.
heard that. I heard Emily
You're
laugh.
watching
from
upstairs.
Yeah, he likes to be treated to Starbucks.
But I buy it for them
You do.
a lot.
Aw.
Yeah.
Dawn Harrison sharing a memory about her time with Andrew at the Nehemiah Mission, where she had the opportunity to pray with him. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Oh, secluded. He took a picture at Tina's iPad and saved himself on the board. Oh,
yes.
yes.
So
Good memories.
was that the one that I was homesick? No, there was one time I was sick, he was home, and he set up his iPad to watch me downstairs sitting on the sofa, and he would be up in his room checking on me every once in a while on the iPad, which I thought was adorable. Very, very cute.
That is cute. We're terrible
Oh,
parents.
Maddie wants a Venmo for $3.36.
I know. I have to. I know. I will.
So,
Dan Carey is on. Hi, Dan. Dan is a former student of mine. And he says, the perk of being the youngest, I spoil my younger siblings.
Yeah, you don't spoil
Oh,
me.
so that's a...
my sister's
That's a
saying
note.
it's easier to have a little sister. Just kidding, Michelle. Love you.
I love my older sisters, and I love having older sisters, so I will
love your
never
older sisters,
complain
too.
about that.
I love your older sisters too.
All right, so
Oh, lots of love.
for all the sisters. It's
Well,
good.
Andrew, it certainly was a pleasure having you at our table tonight. We're going to have to, before we can officially sign off, we're going to have to let you go so that you can officially sign us off when the time comes. Because you're also... Any parting words before you go?
Bye.
Oh, spoken like a true 15-year-old.
Nice having you, Andrew. Oh, whoa.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Nice having you.
Keeping it real here. Any other questions?
Ellen wants to know what Andrew wants to do as a career. We've had that conversation,
I don't know.
and he's still trying to figure it out. So, put that on your prayer list.
Yeah.
He's got time. He's got time. He definitely has a love for animals, and maybe that'll have something to do with it, but that's for him to decide.
Right.
So.
Did you want to talk about our schedule? And...
Yeah, so after tonight, we're going to take a break this weekend because we want to take the opportunity to plan next week. And so one thing we can tell you for sure is Monday will be Maddie Monday.
Oh, yay!
Because Maddie is going to be
Monday.
joining us. And so we know that there'll be some music planned. There'll be probably some other special guests planned. But we think we need the weekend to figure it all out. So it's not an every night thing. It's just an opportunity for us to recollect our thoughts and figure out what we're going to do for the rest of our time. But this is fun. It's been fun connecting with you. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but...
Well, because we get bored. If we don't have enough to do, we get bored.
so it's something for all of us.
We're
And music will definitely be a part of what we do next week. Hopefully in a bigger way. So we'll have to see when the time
a
comes.
bigger way.
So over the weekend, we want to encourage you, something that we just did today. As most of you know, Tina and I are very active in our church. And so we were at a recording today for a service that will go up on Sunday morning at 8:30 and 11 a.m. And so if you go to our church website, St. John's, Turnersville, go ahead and say it.
The website's called discoverstjohns.org, or you can go to St. John's Facebook page.
Right,
So, you know,
what she said.
right.
Hopefully we'll see you there. If not, we'll see you on Monday night for sure, back at
And
7:30.
Amy says we need to have our people call her people.
Yes.
So I think we
gotta
will
work-
plan. We need to plan some window friends.
window friends in the neighborhood,
But
so
we're
we
gonna
can
need
keep
the
a safe
weekend to
distance.
Figure that out.
Figure it out. Yeah. So we'll probably look for you at some point this weekend, Amy, so we can get that together. But this is a lot of fun. Hopefully it's fun for you guys. As we've said all week, we'll continue to answer things online. We'll make sure Andrew answers any questions
Especially
that are Andrew
the one about
specific.
Any lady friends?
Lady, no.
No.
He's shaking his head no. So, anyway, thanks for sharing the night with us. Have a great weekend. And so, until Monday, good night from the Ercuses.
Bye.